Hello guys, we're in Milan. Hello.
Hi.
I'm here with Gaia, who is my bestie from school. We went to high school together, then we moved to the UK at the same time.
Same time, yeah.
But now you live here in
I'm
Milan.
back. I am back.
So Gaia and I actually bonded over something quite funny.
Well, we bonded over the fact that we had acne, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My gosh, the trauma from the acne. So yeah, we're just walking around, have a nice time. We did visit a yarn shop.
The yarn shop was really nice. It's definitely not what I was expecting. Like, it's hard to find a bit more cool, I would say, yarn shop here in Italy.
Yeah, this one was quite hip.
Yeah, I was about to say. It was like a cafe.
It's a knit garden cafe.
Other than like the great selection they had, it was just nice. Like, you had space you could work. You had a couple tables that you could sit at and have maybe like some coffee and stuff. So it was really nice, and they were really nice.
The owner was really, willing to chat, and she was saying that in Italy, all our sheep is not really used for yarn. It's more so used for food, milk, etc. So there's barely any originally Italian yarn. Most of it gets imported from other countries, and maybe there are a couple of hand dyers, but it's quite rare. When I went to her, I asked, is there any local yarn? And she was super weirded out by this question, saying like, what are you asking me?
Yeah, she literally said like, you're the first person who's ever asked that.
So that puts things into perspective. It's pretty interesting.
But it is kind of surprising. Why wouldn't they use the wool as well? Why wouldn't there be a bit of a market for it?
We should change that.
We should.
Maybe that should be my goal in life.
Also, like, they have some alpacas in the Alps and stuff like that. Like,
what do they do with the alpacas in the Alps?
No clue. They're just hanging out. I don't know.
They're just hanging out. In the store, they had a really nice selection of Isier. They had some Rosa Pomar. So I asked her, oh my God, I was about to fall for I was about to fall. So I asked her, what's from around here? And she said that there was only one type of yarn, which I'll show you right now. And that one was specifically Italian. So the sheep were Italian sheep from Basilicata, I believe. And then they were spun in Piemonte. The fiber itself felt so nice.
It really was, yeah.
Super light. Unfortunately, they had just like 4 colors that I wasn't the biggest fan of. Gaia found this really pretty Malabrigo yarn that you loved, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did really love it. Unfortunately, did not end up purchasing it just because I'm not sure what I would make with it, and I couldn't justify the purchase, I guess, without knowing what to do. It was really interesting because it was like a really deep, like burgundy red. It had almost
a halo.
A halo, exactly. It had a halo that was basically black.
I got something that I didn't need. I did want to get something that was somewhat Italian, so I got this fiber that's actually, I think it comes from the US, but it's hand dyed here.
Yeah, she was saying, the sheep are from the US, I think.
I went for Domitilla yarn by Gli Occhi del Lupo. Very bright olive shade. It's called Olivia, the color. This is a DK weight, 90% baby Suri alpaca and 10% mulberry silk. Look at the strand. It looks like fat mohair, but it's softer because fat mohair is itchy. It's so itchy. This one is so soft. It's 225 meters and 100 grams. I think if I knit it on really big needles, I might be able to do a vest. By the way, she's wearing my Orbit hat by Rose Knitwear.
walking around, feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to ask.
So something that you should look out for when you're in Milan, you should check out how people park because, there's kind of like a whole art to it, I guess, if so we want to call it. I'm one of the lucky ones who gets to drive in the city. Not happy at all.
I also wanted to show everyone what we're working on. Would you like to get your work in progress out?
Okay, so this is supposed to be kind of like a waistband for like some shorts. I'm making shorts, yes. It's mercerized cotton from Hobby.
Slipping through the back loop, it's like the most painful thing ever. So you're an absolute queen for doing this.
Yeah, I'm almost taking this as a practice piece almost because I made a top for this and it was going to be a set. So I have like a top that ties in the back. And the idea was that I was going to make little matching shorts for it so it can be a little bit of a set. I didn't use a pattern for either of the two.
She's freestyling.
Really
She's
nice.
proud of herself. She wants to be a humble girl.
Kind of proud of that one, not gonna lie. This is not coming out just like as nice as I thought it was gonna be. It is quite hard and like a bit rough.
I actually taught Gaia how to chain when Mr. Woozy was with us.
I was about to say.
So I was like, Mr. Woozy, why don't you also chain?
Yeah.
And so I paid a bit of attention to Gaia for 5 minutes, and then I turned around and Mr. Woozy was on his like 300th chain.
Literally like the longest chain I'd ever seen in my life. Yeah, I picked it up pretty fast. And then the next time I came over at your house, we made those little like amigurumi
penguins, but we only had white yarn, so they look like little birds. You gave it to
my boyfriend.
To Mr. Jove. What else did we do today? Oh my gosh, spontini.
Oh yeah.
We're at Spontini, which is a deep dish style pizza place, and this is the OG deep dish Milanese pizza. This was the pizza that my dad had when he was younger, okay? This is so good. We'll dare to say it might be the Milanese pizza, but we don't want to be controversial. We just got our water. They have Spontini branded water. Cute. Guy went for sparkling, I went for still. Let me know what team you're on, sparkling or still water. I'm still all the way. Gaia sparkling. We're getting the margherita, but making it trancio abbondante. Guys, I'm so excited. It's so good. You have no idea. It also looks so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh.
I also am a big fan of Spontini. The crust is like very special. It's just like so crispy and all cheesy, and it's amazing and great.
It's so my brand to be drinking still water in a beer glass. I don't drink, guys. Now we're just in some gardens. Is this a natural history museum?
Yeah, planetarium.
We're sitting in front of the planetarium as well. We also tried walking by Lanar, which is another yarn shop, and sadly was closed because today is Monday. It looked incredible because they call it Lanar Emporio, like an emporium, and it was super
kind of chic. What are you working on?
My work in progress is actually the tripod for my phone right now, so I'm not going to show it. I'm making songbird mittens for my mom. I printed the pattern so that I could knit it on the go, and I'm using post-it notes to keep track of the row that I'm on.
What will we do now? We can start walking towards Duomo because it's really not that far from here.
I don't know you, but I'm feeling quite famished.
Yeah, we should try and find like a, I don't know, you're more Pandoro girl, right?
No, I'm actually more panettone girl.
Oh, look at that.
I'm kind of trash because I'm panettone without the canditi.
Hey, listen, I love canditi and...
That's perfect. I can give you my canditi. You guys, if you come to Milan, especially during Christmas time, have spontini and then some panettone. And very big is caldarrosti as well.
Yeah, but they're like as much as a house mortgage right now to buy a bag.
Are they actually?
It's more than €1 a piece.
Stop. What, one caldarrosta? Are you kidding?
No, it's gone crazy.
All right. I think we're going to head and just walk around a little bit more.
Yep.
All together, learning about a
Céline got a hot chocolate, with like whipped cream. And I got a bombardino with whipped cream. I've never had eggnog, but in my understanding, it's basically the same thing as this. So this is eggnog with panna montata, whipped cream. And it's very typical to have it like when you're skiing. I'm not a big skier at all, but I am a bombardino appreciator, enjoyer. I don't know what you might call it, and it's really nice. Kind of like Moncherio, actually, this. This is quite alcoholic. It's really orange in color. I'm not sure if we can show.
It looks like orange juice. So I got hot chocolate. Here in Milan, we have the real hot chocolate. The one that's basically melted chocolate bars. I haven't had one of these in like 3 years. It's really good. So we're at Via della Spiga, which is notorious fashion street in Milan. This is what you think of when you think of fashion in Milan. But yeah, this is just where we walk around. Oh my gosh, a pair of corgis. Oh my goodness. So many dogs in prams. By the way, it's great. Oh my gosh, so many dogs. This is the best day ever. Guy is very far away from me. I don't know if you can spot me. Can you spot me? Can you see me? I'm waving. Hi. There's so many people. It's crazy, but we're in front of my favorite, the Duomo. The Duomo is such a beautiful cathedral. I'm always in awe of her. And look, she's pink. Look how beautiful she's looking at this time of day. I just have no words. And there is La Madonnina, made of bronze and then gold plated. Historically, the Madonnina is the highest point in Milan, and she's meant to just watch over all the Milanese people and just bless them with her goodness. So I think that's super cute. This is the Christmas tree. The lights are a bit flashy against the camera, but
here in the center of Milan, there's also this tower called the Torre Velasca, which is just there. It's kind of like the red one. The taller part, it's just a bit bigger, and then it tapers again. But basically, it's just like a pretty iconic, like brutalist building in Milan. There's not too many of them, honestly. We're more like on the Liberty style and whatnot. It's quite divisive. Some people hate it, some people love it. I personally kind of like it. But yeah, pretty nice.
We're about to go into Galleria Vittorio Emanuele, which is the most gorgeous thing in central Milan. I'm back home at my parents' and I'm about to make a typically Milanese dish that I've talked about numerous times on my channel. A big part of the Italian culture are actually home-cooked meals, which as a tourist, you don't really get the chance to experience that much. So this is just a reminder that you can bring Milan to your home, even if you're not physically in the city, by cooking a Milanese dish. I will be making risotto alla milanese, which is a saffron risotto. I'm just preparing my ingredients and I'm following a recipe from Skillshare, who are kindly sponsoring this video. If you haven't heard of Skillshare before, it's just the ultimate learning community platform for creatives. It houses thousands of classes led by industry experts covering topics ranging from crafts, photography, music, and obviously cooking. The recipe I follow is from the Basic Italian Cooking Skills by Luca La Rosa. He shares 13 recipes in this class, and episode 6 is the saffron risotto. But yeah, let's make a risotto. Taste test. I could not recommend you try this enough. This recipe from Luca La Rosa has got the butter, the white wine. If you'd also like to join the Skillshare platform, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive 1 month free trial of Skillshare. That way you can also try risotto alla milanese. So, buon appetito. I've now prepared a cup of tea. I'm gonna go lie down, watch Gilmore Girls, and knit for the whole rest of the day. And then tomorrow I'll see Gaia again.
You feel like summer days to me, warm, tender, sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all.
Posso averne 3 normali e uno del giorno, per favore?
3 normali e
It's time for Luini, which is the best thing in Milan. If you don't eat Luini when you come to Milan, it's not worth coming. Just saying.
try.
Luini has been around.
It's been there like, honestly, like forever.
They make panzerotti, very loosely considered like a fried pizza. So I got 2 classic ones. Gaia got 1 classic and 1.
Tomato, mozzarella, and aubergine.
Cheers. So another must in Milan is you must spin on the bowl in the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. You're meant to put your heel and spin it. Precisely, how can I say this? On his parts, you'll see where you have to spin. But yeah, everyone does it for good luck. You have to spin 3 times. I never do it because I'm too embarrassed because everyone's in a queue waiting to do it, so they all look at you. So I've never done it. What's super interesting is that it wears off with everyone just spinning on it. So every now and again, the Milanese borrow will fill it up. And right now it's pretty worn off. So let's get a close up of that.
Okay, so guys, listen. It is what it is. Céline didn't really want to do it. I did it. I need the good luck. It's been a long year. It's been rough. It's gonna be good. Last one. I'm off. This is Castello Sforzesco, and it was initially built in like the 14th century, I believe, by the Visconti family. And now it's just kind of like a cultural center, I would say. And a fun fact is that one room in it was decorated by Leonardo da Vinci. There's a nice park inside, and behind it there's Parco Sempione, which is like one of the biggest parks in Milan, definitely the biggest in the center and main one. And yeah, we're gonna see that.
We thought we would show you what we bought earlier because we went to a really, really nice thrift shop. It's called
Humana Vintage.
Humana Vintage. It's really highly curated and all pieces were really, really good. We both got one thing, so let's look at the little items.
This is what I got, quite me, just a plain, not really a hoodie because it doesn't have a hood, but you know, like a sweatshirt. Champion, it was 12 euros, so that's pretty good. It was initially like 17, but there was like X amount off. Can make it tighter, doesn't have a hood, so it's good under coats. Score.
I got something that's kind of outside my style, but I still thought it was so cute. It's this fleece jacket, basically, and it's got little Germani Reale, which is a type of duck, I guess, all over. Mallards. How do you know that? That's a weird bit of knowledge. But yeah, they're embroidered. It's got big sleeves and big shoulders and some nice vintage golden buttons. My friend Claire, who is the thrifting queen, she taught me about vintage tags, and this one is just stunning. It's so cute. Made in Italy. It's very unique, and it was originally 19, but there was 20% off, so around 14 or something. Cute and different, which we love. In terms of project, today I brought my brother's Christmas sweater. I just need to make progress so I can block it and it will dry in time for Christmas. I'm struggling with the neck. I might have figured out the right way to make it work, and hopefully I won't have to undo it again because I've unraveled it 3 times at this point, so hopefully it'll be okay. And yeah, I will be writing a pattern for this. The most interesting feature about it is a sweatshirt style edging. There's a really nice plump double folded stockinette edge that I don't really see very often in hand knit sweaters, so That's pretty fun. We have that on the sleeves as well, as you can see. And then I'm trying to make it work on the neck. Having ribbing on the neck is very useful in terms of how the neck sits. When you remove the ribbing, it becomes complicated and the collar flaps up. I've been trying to include some decreases at the back of the neck and hopefully it tapers in. I think it will work.
Who told you that it was too late? When was it that you started leaning that way? 4 tires cut into the clay. It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not